Happy Heads is a vision to empower people who have mental health struggles, and it's about celebrating their gifts and not labels. The team got together originally. There were three of us, Time to Change champions. One of the ladies, Angela, she's gone on to have her own organisation, and it was Sandeep and I. And we got together, we did something called Mind Matters, and we spoke about our stories, and then we got the idea of doing an event. Time to Change is about releasing people to do events that help with stigma. So we got together and Happy Heads was born. It was the three of us the first year. Angela, with her commitments, couldn't be part of it for the second year, so I wanted to include other people, and I asked two of my closest friends at college. I think being in a team, you need to be people that you can trust, that you can be vulnerable with, that you can have a laugh with, but are equally committed, because so much work goes into it. You need to know that the people are really going to be consistent. Obviously allowing for the fact that people with mental health sometimes can't always keep to things, so it's being sensitive to that. The best thing about Sandeep is that she is as dedicated as I am and as passionate about it as I am, and I can just say, I've got this idea, I don't know how to do it computer-wise, I haven't got a clue. She will go off and just do it, and it is just incredible to work. That communication is really important. Helen was a huge part of the creativity. She's a brilliant artist, and she was a big part of setting that up for the day, which helped me. You need to be able to delegate and let other people do things. Lucy was incredible. We wanted a younger audience as well, to cover all ages, and she came along as our youth ambassador. Now she can speak to certain people and will be able to relate to them, and people that are my age group will relate better to me, generally. Brian was on board straight away before I even knew what it was, which was amazing, because he just trusted that something that I told him about was going to be good for him, and he was very passionate about getting involved. So we now have a team of 5, and it's a strong team, and we would love new people to join us, but also they need to have the same attitude and same commitment as we all do.
I think that's the main thing. I mean, having the similar dedication, the focus, the communication, and teamwork is such an essential part in formulating Happy Heads, along with communication. I mean, without those two essential skills, we wouldn't be here today. We wouldn't be able to have that success with Happy Heads in 2017 and the one gone this year in 2018. So I think those two key characteristics are key, and we're always looking for passionate people to be on board as part of the Happy Heads team, and have the same vision and share that vision and spread the word and be able to be out there. And the more important thing is to come on board with their different stories and that different journey that they've been on. Because then obviously mental health is such a wide spectrum, and it will be good to share different stories and different perspectives. We're all different and unique in our own special ways, so it would be good to expand on that. And the more we expand, the more different people will resonate with it.
We can do more, can't we,
more of it,
with a bigger
and we can
team.
spread out wider on the local, regional and national level.
I jumped at the opportunity. I didn't actually... Ruth had asked me about joining. to become one of the Happy Heads, and I said yes, and I didn't actually know what it was about, but I feel called to help younger people grow and learn from my mistakes and my choices in the past, and I think Happy Heads it's open to that, and having that sort of vision to open up, be honest, and show younger generational males that it's actually okay to not be okay, that it's okay to feel broken, that it's okay to actually ask for help. And the support network with the two ladies beside me, Ruth and Sandeep, has been really incredible. So the whole team, with Helen and Lucy as well, we're all there for each other. So I don't really feel outnumbered in a way.
You love it.
Being a male surrounded by females is not a bad thing. But we sound things off of each other, and we all have different ideas of what could work, and we bounce them off each other, and it can make it a little bit easier to focus on what we're going to head for in the future.
And we've got a WhatsApp group as well, so we're all
live on WhatsApp,
connected with one another, and Brian has ideas, Helen and Lucy and Ruth, so we all got this sort of forum, and even in other social media platforms as well, and texting that we do. So if I'm in the workspace, I'll text the group and let them know in terms of any ideas. So we've got that, that we kind of collate all ideas, and
it'd be good to see other people set up their own like WhatsApp support groups, and social media can actually
there's pros and cons.
It can make things worse by having too many things going on and distractions. But in terms of linking people up, which is what Happy Heads is there to do, it would be great to see other people do what we do in their own communities. Like WhatsApp is an amazing tool for that, for linking people up and grouping. And there's I found being in church, I know so many people, but outside I found that people felt quite lonely and disconnected because they don't have a group, and they need to have some kind of community, whatever it is, and there's a lot of people that have got so much to give that they feel they've kind of fallen out, being unwell, they've fallen out of the society and dropped out, and it's about getting them back. And saying, you've got something to give, you've got something to share, and you are just as valid as me, and we didn't come from, we're full of hope, and we might look like we've got everything sorted, but we've been on these very long journeys where we've had incredible support, but we're allowing ourselves to be vulnerable, and so we want others to know that we've struggled as well, but actually you can get through it and you can be happy. Chose that name in particular. I've got a bit of a obsession with alliteration. That was one reason, but also because I believe, and we believe, that you can be happy. Doesn't mean you go without struggle, and you don't. There aren't things that won't be difficult in your life, but it's not about that. You can really be happy. I still have times where I feel clinically depressed, but there's a gladness in me of knowing that God is there, that I will get through it, that I've done it before, I will overcome, and in that vulnerable time, it helps me to help other people.
It's trying to find the origin and that source of what that happiness is. What happiness stands for different reasons for different people, and it's all about finding that reason of what makes you happy, what makes you jump out of bed and go and live those 12 to 24 hours of the day. What really kind of gets you going and has that positive aspect to you come out. So it may be even cooking, it may be art, it may be meeting with friends and colleagues. You find happiness in different things, I think, and I think Happy Heads, of what the name in itself and what it stands for, I feel like it's much more than happiness. It's much more than that. It's a plethora of other things. So it's positivity, hope, recovery, mental health, challenges, stigma. So there's all these different connotations attached to Happy Heads, And I feel it's more than just happiness.
And I think
Definitely more.
that identity is a huge part of it.
Yeah, definitely.
Knowing who you are, liking who you are, loving who you are, accepting who you are, discovering who you are. And there's many different ways of doing that. We all do that in our faith in different ways. And that is, for us, the reason, reason to be alive. But for other people, we understand that they may not believe in God at all, and we respect that, and that's why we have faith and community, because they'll have a community that is there, they believe in. They've got to believe in something, whether it's your friends, your family, or, a method, what has been taught to you. You need to believe in something that will carry you through.